I just received my COVID-19 vaccine, and today I want to share why I decided to get vaccinated, my experience, and how I feel afterwards. Honestly, when I first heard about the vaccinations, I was a little bit hesitant to get vaccinated because I'm young, I'm healthy, and I don't really want to put something new in my body if I don't have to. With that being said, I eventually changed my mind for a couple of reasons. Number one is that I work in the dental field. I'm in close contact with my patients, so it's a bit of a higher risk environment for me, and I felt like it was safer for myself if I got the vaccine. The second main reason is that I did my research into the vaccination process. You know, as you dive into the process and the mechanism of action, I felt a little bit safer with how the vaccine works and how it will protect me. And the third and most powerful reason was that a lot of my friends, colleagues, peers, people that I see every day were also getting vaccinated. A lot of MDs, a lot of DDSs, and people that I trust and value their perspective on the whole situation. Now, this was a very personal decision for me, and I understand both perspectives. There's a camp out there that maybe don't want to put the vaccine in their body if they don't have to because they feel healthy and confident, and I feel like it's your right to choose whether or not to get vaccinated. And I also understand the perspective from the camp that say all people should be vaccinated because hospitals are becoming overburdened and overwhelmed with COVID-19 cases, and we have to minimize the burden on hospitals and prevent deaths across the country. Ultimately, you have to decide what you want to do with your own body. And I would love to know whether you guys, those that are watching right now, are you planning on getting vaccinated? Are you not planning on getting vaccinated? You know, leave it down in the comment section below. Let's try to keep the conversation constructive and not critical, but I know it's a touchy subject, so let me know, and I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts. Okay, so a little bit about the process of getting vaccinated. When the vaccination centers were just getting rolled out in San Diego, we would get emails from our local dental society telling us to sign up. But when they were just first announced, if you didn't get on top of that email immediately and sign up, you wouldn't have a spot. And that's kind of what happened to me and my wife. Eventually, we were able to sign up at a center located near Petco Park. The sign-up process was honestly really easy. You just inputted your name, some basic information, you chose the time that you wanted to get the vaccine. Unfortunately, you didn't have a choice of whether to choose the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine. They didn't give you that option, but you just made the sign-up and then that was it. From my understanding, the Moderna and Pfizer vaccine are very similar, as in they are mRNA vaccinations, and the only difference in them is the time between getting the first dosage and the second dosage, and there are some age limitations. I'll try to leave that down in the description below. So the day of the vaccination, Ashley and I were really excited. So we drove to our site located in Petco Park, and there was a massive line.
As you guys can see, there's lots of traffic along line where this is like the freeway exit, so it's definitely pretty crowded right now.
Now, I've heard other people that got the vaccine that they were in and out within 30 minutes, but for us, it took about 2.5 hours from waiting in line all the way to getting the vaccine administered. So at our vaccination center, we didn't even have to leave our car. So we waited in line behind a series of cars, and once we went into the site, each car was funneled into different sections. And the first thing we had to do was check in. There were really nice nurse practitioners there that checked us in, were really friendly. They just needed to see our ID and a little bit of proof that we were healthcare providers. So we provided our DDS license, and once that proof of verification was done, we were then escorted via car to the next section where they administered the vaccine. A nurse practitioner comes to your car, they tell you to turn the car off, probably because they don't want any accidents to happen. They give you the vaccine, or they talk to you first, and then eventually they give you the vaccine. And then you have to wait 15 minutes there just in case you have any bad reaction to the vaccine. All I had to do was stick my arm outside the window, and that was it. They just injected it into the deltoid muscle, and it was pretty easy. Now, I do have a little bit of anxiety getting injections, which is kind of funny because I give injections every single day. And I'm not gonna lie, I did feel a little bit dizzy, a little bit fearful, but it passed. It passed within about 15 seconds.
You don't want to be honest?
You can come in at the end and say what you have to say. It did pass in 15
No,
seconds.
it did not pass.
Babe, I gotta finish this. I would honestly recommend you bringing some juice or some snacks just in case you get a little bit lightheaded after receiving the shot. Now, you are gonna be waiting there for 15 minutes, so you should feel fine, but if you know that you have that type of anxiety, that's something that you need to consider. Now, while we were waiting to basically leave and go back home, we knew that we needed to make a second appointment, which was really easy with this My UCSD application that we were using. And I'm sure that other locations have different apps that help you out. So we logged into our app and they already had a section to schedule appointments 28 days from the day that we got the vaccine. And it was really easy. We just picked the same time, Saturday. We decided to do it in the morning. That was one mistake we felt we made because when you do it later on in the afternoon, you get a lot of traffic. So we decided to do it at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, which hopefully makes it a little bit faster. And that was it. So the night of getting the vaccine, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty sore. And I would measure that at about 5 out of 10 on the soreness scale for my left arm. It wasn't too bad, but it's something that's noticeable, and I wasn't able to do too much activity with my left arm after getting the vaccination. It's been about 24 hours since we received the vaccination, and today I did have a tennis lesson, and I played tennis, and I thought that it would be more painful than it was, but it wasn't. I felt totally fine. I am still a little bit sore, but it's getting better, and I feel comfortable and confident that I'm gonna have a full recovery. So overall, I'm feeling really grateful. I feel grateful to everyone that took care of me. I feel grateful to have been vaccinated, and I feel confident in the whole process. If you guys want me to keep you updated on how I'm feeling, you know, a week out or a month out after getting vaccinated, I'd be more than willing to do that. I haven't seen a lot of videos about the vaccination process online, and that's why this is something that I wanted to put out there for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it and have a better idea about the process. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Okay guys, let me tell you the truth. Sammy was so nervous after he got the shot. I got it, I was completely fine. Sammy, I thought might pass out. Again, this has nothing to do with the actual COVID vaccine. It's just him having anxiety after getting the shot. So I was like giving him water, I was giving him iced tea, something with sugar in it. But again, he survived, I survived, and we both feel incredibly grateful to have been vaccinated. If you guys have any more questions about the vaccination process, I'm sure every site and every state is probably a little bit different. But again, if you have more questions about our experience, we'd be happy to share it. Just comment down below. Thanks guys.